film it, I'll film it. Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So my regeneration Fourth Doctor TARDIS got a bit wet when I took it to Caister Beach. So I've never been to Caister Beach before in Norfolk. Beautiful beach, very secluded, but the sand was so fine. So I've taken my TARDISes to the beach loads of times, no issues. And I like to have them. I like to have them close, close to the actual sea, because I love taking photos of my action figures and my TARDIS. I just love doing it. But yeah, the actual the waves were a lot stronger than I thought, as you saw in the scene at the beginning of the video. So yeah, my Fourth Doctor TARDIS got a bit wet, but also got a lot of sand in it. So much so that it doesn't actually the door. I mean, you can even hear the sand underneath it. The door mechanism doesn't work anymore, and I love this TARDIS. I just love the colouring of it. I think what Character Options did with this, with the weathering, I just think it looks really, really nice. I love it. I also I love my First Doctor David Bradley TARDIS as well. Thank goodness I never got this wet, because it's the electronic one. So I'll just turn it off. But yeah, so my David Bradley TARDIS. I mean, I don't know if you can. You probably can't see in there actually. It's quite dark. But yeah, it's got a bit of sand in it. It just needs a little bit of a clean inside. But the issue I've got is with the Fourth Doctor TARDIS. So I can hardly open the door because there's so much sand in there, and the door mechanism no longer actually works. I just can't. It just won't do anything. There's so much sand. So I'm gonna. I mean, thank goodness there's no electronics in it, but I'm gonna have to open it up, because it should be. I mean, I'm assuming it should be quite easy to do. I mean, there's just so much sand in it. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a mess in there. But yeah, I really like this TARDIS. I mean, I could just stick it back on the shelf and no one would notice. But I really like this TARDIS, and I like I do like the Character Options like door mechanism, which is the same as the original Ninth Doctor TARDIS release. So yeah, I've got to open up. So I've got my little screwdrivers. So that's what I'm going to do now, because if I don't do it now, it's just going to be another project that that I never get round to sorting out. And then I thought, if I clean it up with like some do a proper toy polloi, clean it up with some baby wet ones and some cotton buds, it should be all right. So I know like that you've got the customizers who they open up TARDISes all the time and they start sticking circuits in there and lights and stuff like that. I don't mind a bit of customization, but I've never opened up one of these TARDISes before. So I mean, even the screws have gone rusty as well. I mean, and that was literally the same day that it got wet, in the sea. So I've got a screwdriver here. So let's try and do this. Oh, it's stiff as anything. Definitely state of decay going on. Oh, I do like these TARDISes. And what is it? So it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. So I'm up early. So I thought, why not? I'll open up a TARDIS. But later on today, you should be getting the news on the Doctor Who B&M sets from Character Options. So that should be later on today. I'm going to have to... This only happened last week. What was it? No, probably a bit... Well, the week before. Yeah, the screws have gone rusty. So this is going to be a bigger job than I thought. So I'm gonna remove the bottom panel off camera, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so I managed to get the screws out, and they're going to go straight in some Coke just to get rid of the rust. Unfortunately, my wife gave up drinking Coca-Cola or Diet Coke last week when we got back from holiday after that scare. I don't know if you're aware of that scare. Just literally the same point that Kate Moss became their main sponsor. So yeah, so I need to get some Coke to soak my screws in. So I'll pop to the shops when it gets first light and sort that out. But I've got them out. So I imagine, I mean, look, you can see all the actual sand. It's just in every single crevice on here where the TARDIS just got thrown around the beach. But I imagine that there is a kind of like a spring or some kind of mechanism for the door to close. So I've got to be extra careful with that. So let's try and get this open. All right. I didn't expect. Oh no, I didn't expect the whole thing to come apart. All right. Well, you can see more of the problem that I've actually got. So no, I didn't expect that to happen. Oh no, do you know what? It's worse than what I thought. But surely that pops out. I mean, that's got to pop out, surely. Oh no. I don't like it like this. Oh, but look at the state of it. Look at. Oh, it's worse than I thought. It's just full of sand. So I can clean that out. Look at the rust. Look at the rust on those bottom screws. That is unbelievable. Right, so that's not really... Right, so I can clean that out. That's no problem at all. So I can clean that part of the TARDIS. So I'll do that in a bit. But I still... Let me get another screwdriver, because I still need to get that bottom bit off so I can fix the mechanism. So I've got a really bad feeling about this. That I'm going to snap something or break something. Right, oh here we go. Right, keep going. Oh no, that's the mechanism. This is not looking good. Come on. Almost there, but that's the mechanism. That's... Oh, there you go. Oh, something's just flown out on the kitchen floor. Right, so it does have a spring system. So what's... This is... Oh dear. Right, so I found it. So it's the spring. As I suspected, there is a spring involved in the door mechanism. So because it flew out, I've got no idea where it goes. But that's not a problem. We can find that out later by watching someone else's customization of a Character Options TARDIS. So yeah, I'll do that later. Yeah, so that's the spring, and also you can see the rust on the bottom of it, where the spring's actually starting to rust as well. I mean, I'm never taking this TARDIS to the beach again. Honestly, I thought Caister Beach, I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the best beaches I've ever been to for like toy photography, but after seeing all this mess... All right, so we're making progress. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm not going to... Oh, look at that. That's terrible. That is really terrible. So I'm going to clean this up. Go down the shops, which open... They probably open very soon. Get some coke, clean up these screws, because even though I don't need to, I'm still going to take the screws out of the battery pack, even though I don't take batteries. Get it all cleaned up, and yeah, this will be fine to go back on the shelf on display for the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. So right, so let's get this cleaned up, and I'll get back to you. Right, so I was able to get all the screws out that I wanted out, including the battery cover, even though there's no battery in there, the battery cover which is inside. But in order to get the battery cover off, there was so much thick sand in the actual screw hole that I had to rinse it. So rather than use baby wet ones and a toothbrush, I'm just going to kind of rinse the sand off. So that's my plan really. And then I can just let it dry and put it back together. So I'm just going to do that now. I've got to be careful with the windows though, because the windows are kind of like plasticky. I don't know, plastic as thin as paper. I don't want to risk damaging them. Oh, there's so much sand in there. It's unbelievable. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to risk getting any damage in there, so I've got the most of the sand off, so I think I'll use cotton buds for the rest. And then just rinse this. I mean, I think this is just the best thing to do because it's just so bad. And then hopefully I can get the door mechanism working. Well, that took a bit longer to dry than I thought it would. I'm happy with it now. So all the sand is now out of it. It's all nice and clean. I didn't need to pop to the shops this morning to buy a Coke, because I found some white vinegar. So I've dipped the screws and the spring in some white vinegar. So I'll rinse them off. So now it's time to put it back together again. But yeah, it's got me thinking that doing a customization TARDIS wouldn't be that difficult at all, because I've picked up a few of the 9th, 10th Doctor TARDISes at car boot sales or toy fairs, always like £5, which I think is a good price for a working TARDIS. And I think it would be quite interesting to take one of those apart and mixing it with one of the B&M TARDISes, especially if you can pick one up in the sale if they overproduce the next range of TARDISes. But you know, that's another project for the future. So let's get this bad boy put back together. Right, so it's all ready to be put back together. So I'm going to do the battery compartment first. But every time I move it, more and more sand is still appearing. But I've got the most of the bad bits out. So also I've noticed there's quite a few bits around the windows. But I suppose that adds to the weathering effect. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I did. Didn't think it would take this long. I didn't realise how bad it was, if I'm honest. So let's do the battery compartment first with my new freshly cleaned screws. Right, so that's all done. So So now it's the it's this mechanism at the bottom, and I sort of don't have a clue. So that goes there. No, it doesn't. There you go. So that goes there. That looks easy enough. And then the spring. Do you know what? I haven't got a clue. There's still a bit of water in there, so I just need to get some kitchen roll. I was doing so well. Right, so spring, gently. Do I have to push that in there? Oh. Right, so that's got to be held in place while I put the. How do you get? Where does it get? Right, that must go like that. No, it doesn't. Does it? No. Does that look about right? Oh no, oh, I don't know. I've got no idea. I'm trying to hold the spring in place. More water. And try. I should have worked out what side. Oh well, that's the TARDIS door. So surely, if the TARDIS doors are there, oh, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I'm gonna. Right, I remember now. You can see that. I don't know if you can see. You can see that little bit on the bottom, and I think on the electronic TARDISes, that's the little thing that the little button that when you pick it up, it makes the noise. So I think, right, jackpot. I think I've done it. Let's put a couple of. Honestly, I thought it was like a 5 minute job. Clean it and then put it back together. Right, I'm just going to put a couple of. Oh, that's not screwing anything, is it? Because I've got to put the top bit on. Right, well, let's at least see if the mechanism works. I don't even know if it's. Oh, yeah, it works. It works. Right, so. So we need to get the this bit of the TARDIS put on. Right, I better take that screw out. Right. Oh dear. Right. So the two peg hinges of the door have to fit in them holes in the roof compartment. I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I just can't do it. Let me get back to you in a second. Right, I've done it. That looks alright to me. So it's all it's all secure, and I think the mechanism is now. Oh. Well, yeah. I mean that looks alright to me. Yeah. So the mechanism's all working. The doors are all aligned up. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So now I've just got to screw the 4 screws on the bottom, being careful not to fall apart. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it was a bigger job than I thought, but quite easy to do. I'm definitely going to do a custom TARDIS, or maybe what I'd like to do is make one of those. Well, I say Jodie Whittaker TARDISes, the late, you know, the the 14th and 15th Doctor TARDIS using a 9th, 10th Doctor character options TARDIS. I'd like to do that, give that a go. Although the new reveals from B&M and character options is going to be later today. So will we get a proper sized 14th Doctor, 15th Doctor TARDIS? Also the TARDIS interior is due to be revealed by the BBC as well at some point this week. That's coming, similar to the sonic screwdriver. So I'm wondering, what if there's a new TARDIS playset? Now that would be good, a character options exclusive. I'd buy that. Yeah, so that's all. That's all done. Let your eyes be your guide. Really happy with that. As I said, I love this TARDIS. I think it's a great. $19.99 I think I paid from B&M a few years ago. It's the Regeneration Tom Baker Fourth Doctor TARDIS. Let your eyes be your guide. That's the end of the video. This TARDIS lives to fight another day on the beach. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.